6'9", junior center, number 43, Jeffrey Brown. And a 6'3", senior forward, number 45, Jamal Diaz Cruz. And now introducing the reserves for the home team, Rocori. Wearing the dark-colored home jerseys, starting with a 6'1", senior forward, number 3, Tony Busing. Six-foot senior guard, number 4, Kyle Peterson. .5'10" senior guard, number 5, Ryan Methry. .6'1" junior guard, number 11, Scott Stummis. .5'11" junior guard, number 23, Jake Stang. .5'10" junior guard, number 31, Nathan Larison. .6'1" junior forward, number 33, Rick Bertzel. .6'2" junior forward, number 41, Paul Schreiner. .6'5" sophomore forward, number 43, Neil Thomas. And a 6'6" junior forward and center, number 45, Joe Peters. And now introducing the starting lineup, alternating by teams. Starting with the guards for Highland Park, 5'9" senior, number 22, Terrence Stokes. And for Rocori, 6'4" junior, number 13, Mason Thielen. At the other guard for Highland Park, 6'3" senior, number 42, Joseph Matthews. For Rocori, 6'1" sophomore, number 25, Steve Crone. At center for Highland Park, 6'8" junior, number 55, Thomas Miley. For Rocori, 6'8" senior, number 53, Mike Van Neville. At forward for Highland Park, 6'3" sophomore, number 11, Maurice Hargrove. For Rocori, 6'6" senior, number 51, Jeff Donnet. At the other forward for Highland Park, 6'5" senior, number 50, Mark Wingo. And for Rocori, 6'6" senior, number 55, Jason Crone. The assistant coach for Highland Park, Fernando Horton, and the head Scots coach, Charles Portis. For Rocori, the assistant coach is Matt Hibbison, and the head Spartans coach, Bob Brink. The officials for this game are Carl Britt and John Yorkovich. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we have the national anthem, an important message from a member of each team. Representing Highland Park, number 20, Marcus Rogers, and representing Rocori, number 3, Tony Busing.
Right now. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Minnesota State High School League State Basketball Tournament. We appreciate your attendance at this tournament and hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Enjoy the game.
The state basketball tournament is being played under the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. These rules provide for fair play and good sportsmanship among players and coaches. As athletes, we ask the spectators to promote the ideals of good sportsmanship, fair play, and respect for our opponents and the calls of the officials.
Thank you, Marcus Rogers and Tony Busing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stand for a special presentation of our national anthem. Monica Faustino is an 18-year-old senior at St. James Public High School. She is active in concert choir, limited edition choir, dance line, and plays softball. She'll be attending Minnesota State University in Mankato this fall. Ladies and gentlemen, singing the national anthem a cappella, Monica Faustino.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great job by Monica Faustino, St. James on the national anthem. Fantastic. Had some great student singers for this tournament.
It's a wonderful thing about the tournament. The high school league oversees and administers activities for athletics, but also for music and the arts. A lot of people forget that part of the high school leagues.
It is basketball time, the 3A title game at Williams Arena. Talked about the balance in the open, Janet. 4 players in double figures in the semifinal for Highland Park. Rocori had 3. Thielen and the Crone brothers. Miley had 18. Wingo had 13. Matthews had 10. Hargrove had 14. A lot of players get into the act for these teams.
That's right. I don't know that anyone's really favored here tonight. I think it's really a toss-up, and I think we're going to have some interesting matchups, and one of them is Wingo, number 50, the big guy in white, and Crow. And I thought about that as they got ready to get this championship underway.
Van Nebel and Wingo jump it up. Rocori comes out of there with it. They're the home team on the scoreboard with red uniforms trimmed in white and blue. I'm sorry, white and black. Highland Park is the visitor in the white uniforms trimmed in red, and there's a foul in the first 10 seconds of the game. It's the first foul on Maurice Hargrove. Obviously, first one of the game. Here is 6'6" senior Jason Crone. Trying to work it inside to Mason Thielen. Too much on the pass, and it'll go the other way. Here comes Highland Park, Terrence Stokes. The offense goes through him. He handles the ball, runs the floor, runs the break. Joseph Matthews, baseline, no. Crashing the boards, is Mark Wingo. 2-0, Highland Park. The 6'5" senior. He had 19 in the quarterfinal, 13 on Thursday. There's Mike Van Neville, 6'8", up to one of the Crones. That was Steve missing. Here comes Stokes on the run. Pull up for three. 5-0 Scots.
Well, Terrence Stokes did not shoot very well in the semifinal, just 2 for 9. He does a lot of things well, and one thing he really does is play good defense. And I have a feeling that Thielen's going to definitely know he's been guarded tonight.
Pull-up jumper today, no. Rebound to Jason Crone. He'll take it back out through the leg dribble, driving on Hargrove. Goes down to Steve Crone, who lost it, but was last touched by a Scot. 5-0. Rocori defeated Monticello 68-38, and look who's here. Clem Haskins. And his wife is Jason Crone. Hit the jumper. Being a vet here, and of course we'll see a recruit in the next game, Shane Schilling. Maurice Hargrove, left side. Thought about it. He plays catch with Stokes. Miley, no. He has a touch. That's a little farther than we're accustomed to seeing him.
Miley played so well in the semifinals, 18 points, but that's probably not a good shot for him to be taken early in the game here.
Crone gives it up. There's Mason Thielen. Led the Spartans with 17 against the Magic. He dishes. There's Steve Crone. Back to Mike Van Neville. And it's 5-4. Bob Brink holds up the defensive cards. Almost looks like a ping pong paddle he's holding up there.
They're in a 3-2 zone now. They usually play that 2-3.
Ball is last touched by Wingo off the hustle by Jeff Dene. Time to take care of some business. A good start by both teams on the Jeep scoreboard. And he's second all-time in wins in Minnesota prep basketball history. Right side, wide open. Steve Crone for three. And it's 7-5. Rocori with 7 straight in its first lead.
Steve Crone is a good shooter, especially from the perimeter.
Joseph Matthews passed up a three. Stokes goes right side for Hargrove, the pull-up jumper. Both teams shooting the ball well.
They really are. Maurice Hargrove, number 11 in white. What a bright future for that young man. Tall and it's a beautiful shot. He's just a sophomore. He's got a big assignment tonight guarding Jason Crone. One-on-one, there they are.
Good matchup. From outside, Van Neville. Well, he's 6'8", but he'll go outside.
Van Neville, 2 nice baskets from about 15 feet. Really getting Rocori off to a good start tonight. Now, defense back in that 3-2. They're looking for Miley at the high post, but he gets the board.
Wingo missing on the jumper. And there is a foul on the floor. First team foul for Rocori. Well, these big guys are versatile. They can go outside, too.
There you see Van Neville just turns and squares up. Nice looking shot.
Jeff Dene, the first foul for Rocori. More than halfway through the quarter. Stokes missing. Jason Crone getting the rebound. Outlet pass to Thielen. He'll go, and he is fouled by Joseph Matthews. His first foul. Just the second team foul by Highland Park.
Matthews with the body there, trying to keep Thielen from driving to the basket. Mason Thielen, number 13, he had a great game in that first semifinal round.
17 points, got off to that great start in the first half against Monticello. As you saw Joseph Matthews motion for the 20. Both teams shooting the ball well.
And that's fun. It's a fun way to start the championship games. Highland Park showing good patience on the other end against that zone. I think that's going to be a real key because Bob Brink likes to switch the zones. They were real successful against Monticello, kind of keeping them off guard a little bit. But I think against the zone, you've got to be more patient, work the ball, and be a little more selective about your shots and not fall into the trap of taking something a little bit too quick that might not be the best shot.
You saw some shots there. The fans, great crowd, as I mentioned, the Rocori fans. Outstanding support making the trip here, and there's plenty of Scots fans on their side. On their side of the crowd. They're not on the side of Rocori. They want Highland Park to win. You know what I meant. Missing the jumper. Here comes Highland Park now with a chance to tie. Hargrove open. He'll take the three. No. Outlet pass, excuse me, from one Crone to the other, and it's picked off by Terrence Stokes. Good anticipation. Matthews missing the three. Fight for the ball. They play ping pong, and it goes to Jason Crone. And here's Steve, his brother. Mason Thielen got it.
Steve Crone looked like he was going to pull it up and hold up, and then all of a sudden he saw Mason Thielen coming from the left side, and he took it to him, and Thielen kind of caught the defense off guard with the reverse layup.
Rocori by 4, and they've got those long arms on the D as the Scots swing it. Stokes penetrates. Tries to find inside. He was looking for Wingo. It'll stay Highland Park basketball. And we'll take a timeout. Rocori by 4 on the Jeep scoreboard.
It's the Jeep Spring event, and great deals on your favorite Jeep vehicles are showing up wherever you look. Like a low $359 a month lease rate on the rugged Go Anywhere Grand Cherokee Laredo. Now with more power, more safety, more capability, and more luxury than ever before. The landscape will never be the same during the Jeep Spring event, the event that's getting everyone to sit up and take notice. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
He's a smooth ladies' man with one thing on his mind. Nachos! He's a nacho-loving fool. Don't stand between the man and his nachos. Nachos! Oh, yeah. Fungalicious.
Right now at Taco Bell, big bad nachos Bel Grande are only 99 cents when you buy a large drink. That's over $1 off. Dig?
Nacho!
Rocori getting off to a good start tonight for the 5 people on the floor on the scoring board. There you can see Steve Crone with the basketball. Looks like he's going to pull it up and then dishes it off, shovels it off over to Mason Thielen for 2 points.
Joseph Matthews for 3 points. His first points of the game, and it's 11-10 now. Stokes with the steal and basket. A couple of tall point guards, 2 good point guards, but one's tall and one is short, and Stokes made a steal. Hargrove did there. Stokes threw it out of bounds.
Well, that was a wild series of events right there. John Yorkovich even lost his footing in the whole battle. One of the officials found himself on the floor. But there you see the nice layup by Stokes. He is so quick, and I think you can see, probably watch for him to pick the pocket of Mason Thielen a couple more times before the night is over.
Spartans hit the boards. Jeff Dene on the offensive rebound. He drew the foul and will go to the line. Foul is on Wingo. I'm sorry, it's on Miley. No, trust your instincts, Grayson. It is on Miley, the 6'8" junior. His first foul. Highland Park taking the lead on Stokes' steal and hoop that we just showed you. Dene ties it back up at 12. There's Thomas Miley, 18 points in the semifinal win against North St. Paul, who won their 3rd place game in 3A, defeating Monticello 64-61. Air ball on the 2nd try. Other 3rd place winners, Rushford Peterson losing to Carleton. Carleton wins 3rd place 61-48 in 1A. And Belle Plaine defeats St. Cloud Cathedral 76-63 for third place in 2A. Wingo followed Miley's miss. And we'll go on a Rocori foul here. Highland Park will inbound underneath. Looks like Steve Crone gets called for his first.
And that's a break for Highland Park. Really two shots for the big guys that were not good shots at all. That one's a little bit better though. Miley took it in the paint, pulled up for a short jump shot before that one. He rushed the shot a little bit out of his range. And then Wingo also rushed a shot.
Steal by Matthews. He's got a man on the left. Hargrove. Oh, is that pretty?
That is beautiful.
A nice run here by Highland Park. They lead by 4. Almost a steal again. Great anticipation by Terrence Stokes. Steve Crone for 3. Short. They'll need those to drop. Here comes Terrence Stokes again for Highland Park. Matthews wanted a 3. Hargrove will take it. Bob Brink wants to take a 20-second timeout. The Scots have a 7-point lead. They are on a run right now. At one point, I believe it was a 12-10 or 12-11 game.
Take a look here at the steal by Joseph Matthews. Did a nice job. He's a senior leader on the floor. Comes up the court, finds his teammate Maurice Hargrove for the layup. Hargrove just takes it on the run, does not put it on the floor. At 6'3", he really provides a lot of different talents at the point guard position. He likes to play the guard position. And then he hit the big jump shot after that. So 19-12. Thanks to Mo, as they call him.
Highland Park is on a 12-1 run. A 7-point lead. They will go to the end of the quarter with the lead, barring something dramatic here. Drawing the foul, though, was Jason Crone, 6'6" senior. Stokes picks up his first personal. 4th team foul on the Scots. Chance for Crone to cut into this lead a little bit before the end of the quarter. 36.6 left. It's 19-13. A look at Terrence Stokes. One of the smaller players on the floor. In fact, he's smallest. He's in there with some tall guys on his team and in Rocori. Back to a 5-point lead. Well, we've had buzzer beaters in nearly every game, at least a few.
We have had so many. It's made it a lot of fun, though.
Well, Stokes will just hold the ball here as we get it down to 10 seconds, as you see. And here we go. Matthews for 3. Way off. Crone. They've got time. Stokes. That's Hargrove, I'm sorry. Oh, they had a couple shots at it. Hargrove made the steal after the initial miss by Matthews. A good first quarter. Highland Park leads by 5 after 1 on the Jeep scoreboard. Joshua Watson, number 21, into the Highland Park lineup. For Rocori, Ryan Mathry, number 5, comes in.
Rocori going to a 1-3-1 zone. It's the 3rd different zone defense we've seen from them tonight. Highland Park just holding the ball out and saying, come on out and play us now.
Well, they just threw it over by our table on a turnover. Also in the Rocori lineup, number 43, Neil Thomas, who will inbound. So Rocori going to the bench a little bit. As Dene and Steve Crone get a breather. There's Jason Crone. Bounce pass, baseline for Van Neville, nowhere to go. There's Mason Thielen. Mason to Jason. From outside, Van Neville. Well, he's 6'8", but he's got a touch.
3 for 4 from the field for Van Neville.
19-16.
He averages about 10 a game, Jeff.
There's Wingo along the left side to Stokes, who tries to dish and does to Wingo.
Pretty play there by Stokes as he penetrated, gave the ball to the big guy in a great position to score.
4 for Wingo and another assist for Terrence Stokes. I don't know how he got in through those spaces. Thielen missing a 3, loose ball. Watson, look at a save behind the back. Good hustle.
Well, a wise play on his part in saving the ball under his opponent's basket. He threw it far away from the basket.
Smart play. Van Neville, top of the key, guarded by Miley. Pump fake, forcing the situation. Ryan Mathery will go to the line as he draws the Scots foul. Ryan Mathery, the 5'10" senior. First foul on Joshua Watson. Bob Brink and his team down 5 here early in the second quarter. 21-17, Mathery's first point. Mentioned the good crowd on hand, lots of red, especially on the Rocori side. The Scots are here as well, looking for some kilts. Don't see any yet.
I think the mascot has one.
Yeah, I think so too. Free throws are good. Down to a 3-point lead. There's Joshua Watson. Charles Portis is motioning for a timeout, and he'll get one. 21-18. Highland Park with the lead. This is a 20-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Talking to Coach Portis in the pregame show, he said he's just thrilled to be here. No matter what happens, they're excited and they appreciate this opportunity. But he said, make no mistake, we'll be happy with second place, but we are playing to win.
Well, he definitely had some things on his mind when he called that timeout. I think he's not totally confident that his team is attacking the zone defense the way that he wants them to. And with Stokes penetrating, cutting the gaps on his own defense like Stokes just did there is what you really want to do. You can either do it by ball handling and dribbling it in there or by penetrating pass. But that time, that whole opportunity was created by the guard penetration of Stokes.
And there was the recipient, Mark Wingo. Highland Park remains up 3 as we come out of the timeout. We've played 2.5 minutes in the second quarter. Miley swings it back over. There's Stokes, top of the key, guarded by Mason Thielen, who has got his hands full tonight. When he's on offense, he's guarded by Stokes. They're going to get the reach-in foul against Rocori. Team foul number 3 on the Spartans. First foul on Mason Thielen, so we'll have a third possession here in 1 for Highland Park. Miley left alone. He has hit that shot, but he tipped it in.
I think he was there the day the coaches talked about following your own shot.
Puts in his own miss. 4 for Miley. I'm sorry, 4 for Miley. The lead is 5, and look who's here. Stokes again. And it's back to a 7-point lead. He is everywhere.
Well, you're supposed to be able to run faster than the person that's dribbling the ball, but I don't think that's the case when it's Terrence Stokes.
Fight for the rebound, Watson and Crone. The last touch by Crone, it'll go to the Scots. Substitution, Jeff Dene for Mason Thielen. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. Highland Park up 7.
Get your projects done faster with Aero products from Menard. This gun drives nails or staples. The Twister tool has a pivoting head to make riveting easy. Both on sale for just $14.99. Save energy with Good Earth fluorescent lights. This wall sconce is on sale, just $19.99. Get extra light with this 3-bulb fixture, only $39.99. Menards has lots of bright ideas for your home.
Save big money at Menards.
Miami, Phoenix, New York, Los Angeles. Sound exciting? Right now, buy a new GMC Safari or Savannah and get 2 round-trip Sun Country airline tickets to any of several domestic destinations. But you better hurry. This offer ends March 31st. Plus, with a new GMC Safari or Savannah, get low 2.9% financing or $500 cash back. But this is your last chance to let Sun Country Airlines and GMC take you where you want to go. See your participating GMC dealer for details today.
Highland Park with back-to-back baskets. This is Miley missing his own shot, but following it up. Nobody boxed him out on the zone there and tipped it in. And Terrence Stokes turns it on, taking it down full court. Left-handed finger roll, swish, up and over the rim.
Highland Park up by 7. And they are just dominating Rocori with points in the paint, 14-2. They also have the advantage on on bench scoring, 9-2. 25-18. Rocori escapes further damage. Let's see how the Spartans respond out of the timeout. Van Neville back out to Mathry. There's Jason Crone, guarded by Hargrove. Good matchup. Crone outside, got it. 25-20. Good jump shot by Jason Crone.
Really pretty for him there. He got Hargrove just to back off a little bit with a couple of jab steps and pulled up and nailed it.
6 for Jason Crone. Highland Park by 5. We've already had a Minneapolis school, a private school win today, De La Salle. Got a St. Paul school in the 3A championship.
Highland Park wanting to pull it out, spread the zone out. And work some clock. This worked very effectively for De La Salle Islanders. They had a 5 to 7 point lead and they just worked the clock, kept control and controlled the whole game with the tempo.
Miley from Stokes, no. This time controlling the rebound, Dene. Chance to cut it to a 3-point lead now. Hargrove on Crone, behind the back dribble, he loses it. Turnaround jumper, now he wants that one back, and so does Bob Brink.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be in any kind of a hurry out there. He knows it.
Yep, my bad. 25-20, Highland Park. We have the same score. We will see Rick Bertzel, number 33, at the next substitution. Also, Mason Thielen will check back in for the Spartans. Wingo trying to post up on Dene. Now Van Neville's on him. Matthews left side, hit a 3 earlier, the key to run. There's Stokes for 3. He's doing it from everywhere. Ten for Terrence Stokes, and the lead is up to 8 now. Under 2 minutes and a half. Look at the hard-working defense by Terrence Stokes. From outside, Neil Thomas way short, and here come the Scots with a chance to make it a double-digit lead.
Bob Brink standing up. I think he's probably not very happy with the shot selection of his team the last couple of trips down the court. Highland, a man-to-man defense. They're going to need to work for a little bit better shot. Highland scores this time. They could be up by as many as 10.
Good defense by Thomas. There's Stokes. Swings it over to Hargrove. Charles Portis saying, take it easy, work the clock. There's Wingo. Nowhere to go. He kicks it back out. Miley, pull up. Gets the roll. That's how it's gone.
Miley was just a couple of steps inside the free throw line, and even that much helps your accuracy. He tried to go down to Wingo the first time, and the second time he took it himself and hit it.
The lead is 10. Rocori with just 6 points in the quarter. 30-20. The Scots with the lead. Number 3 against number 4. Right now, number 3 having the best of it. Jefton A, right side. Up to the top, and Jason Crone.
Well, they have gone 4 minutes nearly without scoring. That's a long time.
Snazzy dribbling, and Thomas lost it off the dish. I don't know if there was too much mustard on that one, or he wasn't ready, but they lost it out of bounds. 8.7 seconds, and as we have seen throughout this tournament, that's a long time when it comes to beating the buzzer. 30-20, and Charles Portis can go in with a 12 or 13-point lead. Here we go. 5 seconds. Matthews, Hargrove wanted to take the shot. He better do it now. Nope, wouldn't have counted anyway. But Highland Park with an impressive performance in the first half, outscoring Bob Brink's team 11-6, and they lead by 10 after 16 minutes. Our Andy Skugman getting ready to talk with Rocori head coach Bob Brink.
Jeff, thank you very much, Coach. Down 10 at the half. Just give me your assessment of the first half.
Well, our defense is kind of doing its job, you know, to hold them to 30 points. That's a great job, but we're just not getting any good looks on offense right now. We got to get better shots, and all of our kids have got to look to score. Right now, they're not looking at the basket. We'll come back in this one in the third quarter, I think.
Is there an emotional speech coming at halftime?
You bet there is.
All right, Coach, good luck. Rocori down 10 to Highland Park after 2 quarters. A preview of our 4A championship and when the Northland Ford halftime report returns at Williams Arena. Play in our Class 3A championship game. Welcome back to Williams Arena, everybody. I'm Andy Skugman. This is the Northland Ford halftime report. You know, coming up after the 3A championship, the 4A title game pitting 2 of the state's top stars, Moundsview's Nick Horvath and Minnetonka's Shane Schilling. I had the chance to talk to Moundsview head coach Zig Calls about tonight's 4A matchup. How tough is Shane Schilling?
Shane Schilling is very good. He's going to get 20, 25 shots, and you really can't do much about it. They run a very fast and offense, a lot of motion, and it requires an awfully good athlete. And the problem in high school is to find an athlete that can guard a guy outside at 3-point range, and yet inside he's as explosive as any big man that you'd see in Minnesota.
Obviously, one player can't get a team to the state championship. They have a pretty good supporting cast, too.
Oh, yes. When they've added Adam Boone, but before that, Grant Anderson and Brendan Finn, great shooters, great defenders. We scrimmaged them 2 weeks before the region finals, and it was a tough scrimmage at Minnetonka, and we could see that they were an outstanding team. They've been outstanding all year. John is a good coach. He's got them doing the things that they do the best, and we had a good scrimmage. It was very competitive. They maybe had a little edge and quickness on us at times. We maybe were able to get the ball to Horvath and hit some shots too. So it was pretty equal. But
I think in the semifinal game on Thursday, some people, it was the first chance ever to see Nick Horvath. He is the real deal, isn't he?
Well, he's got a lot of all-around skills. I think a lot of people look at him and they just say, well, geez, you know, he only got 18 points. And he's an excellent passer for a tall person. He has a great sense for the game. He's very unselfish. He's got long arms. And when he gets good looks, someday I think he's going to be really something special.
You have a great program. You've been to the state tournament 9 out of 10 times for Moundsview. This is only your second state championship game back in 1972. I've read a lot about it. Tell me what it means to be back in 1999 after being there? It's been a long time since you've been there.
Wow, you know, it's a big gap. We've had some really hard semifinal losses, 1-pointers and 4-pointers, where we were in position to go to the final game, and either we missed a free throw or there was a turnover or a missed call or whatever. You know, we've never been really kind of out of it. So, but we just never got past the semifinal. So it is special because, you know, in your lifetime of coaching, you don't get that many opportunities to go play a championship game. So in that way, it's special, and it's even more special, however, for the players, because that's once in a lifetime.
An emotional win for Coach Calls the other day, hoping to get his second state championship in 32 years at Mounds View. The 4A championship game should be a good one. The Northland Ford halftime report continues live from Williams Arena in just a moment. Ford halftime report. We want to take this time right now to give you, the viewer, an opportunity in our weekly Minnesota 9 News viewer poll. We ask you, who is the best player in the state of Minnesota? Shane Schilling from Minnetonka, Nick Horvath from Mounds View, Troy Bell, Holy Angels, Ben Johnson, De La Salle, Jabron Ike, St. Anthony, Nick Jacobson from Roseville, or Michael Bauer from Hastings. Call the 9 line at 612-946-1234. Enter category 1996. The results Monday night on Minnesota 9 News. That will wrap up the Northland Forward halftime report. Jeff and Janet with their take on half number 1 when we come back.
Turnover differential results in this difference in the shots from the field. You can see Highland Park shooting 10 more times than Rocori.
10 more shots, you're right. Big difference. They're dominating in the points in the paint and on the fast break. As you see the turnovers and converted into opponents' points there. 8-2. Jason Crone for 3. They're going to give him 2. I saw the ref's hand go up for 3, and he took it back. His foot was out there. Jason Crone a long 2. Still a good start, though, as Wingo carries it. So it's 30-22. 8 for Jason Crone.
That's a good call by the official. Wingo just let the ball get up a little too high on his dribble. Call with the carry.
Outside, Van Neville, no. White shirts on the glass, but Jason Crone is there, and it counts! Wow, well, Bob Brink said, "You bet I am," when Andy asked him if there'd be an inspirational speech, and they look refreshed.
Jason Crone was listening to that speech because he came out, hit that last shot, took the ball away from Wingo there, banged into him and got it to fall. He'll go to the free throw line.
He's now the game's leading scorer with 11 as he hits the free throw. Terrence Stokes with 10 for Highland Park. The lead is cut in half in about 45 seconds. It's 30-25. Maurice Hargrove outside. Over to Joseph Matthews, who drives. And a blocking foul called on Mason Thielen, his second. Each team with 1 foul in the opening minute in 7 seconds. Bob Brink said he was pretty happy with the defense, just not the offense. Let's see how they defend this time against the Scots.
And a new look here for Rocori. They're in a man defense. They've been playing a variety of zones throughout the first half. This time matching up 1-to-1.
Stokes crossover dribble. That was a great shot. He hit the deck hard and he draws the foul.
Well, that's got to be a concern for Bob Brink, because I don't know who can go one-on-one defensively with Terrence Stokes. He is so quick, and that's the kind of thing that happens. He blows right by you and everything breaks down defensively.
Second foul on Steve Crone. There's Stokes. Yeah, I would run all the offense through him. And there he is for 3. No, he's hit a couple of those. Outlet pass, Steve Crone. And look at Stokes get back. What an effort by Terrence Stokes to make the save. Thomas Miley. No. Matthews, second shot. No. Miley, third shot. No. Rebound. Jason Crow. A great effort by both teams. They are contesting the outlet passes of Rocori. Inside, Dene can't handle the pass from Crone. Bob Brink says slow down.
Well, Crone had the right idea, and it was a beautifully thrown pass, unable to be handled, unfortunately, for them. But Bob Brink's right. They don't need to be in any hurry. They're sitting in a good position right now.
30-25. Hargrove, no. Mason Thielen with the rebound. They're looking to run, but the Scots get back. Chance to cut it to a three-point game once again. But Corey's had a couple of chances. Jeff Dene along the left, and here comes Stokes. You just got to respect the way this guy thinks with his anticipation, and then he's got the speed to make it happen. Terrence Stokes and company leading by 5 on the Menards scoreboard.
Cover more floor for less money at Menards. Style Bright Vinyl Flooring by Tarkett has a tough no-wax surface that keeps on looking great. On sale in several styles, just 76 cents a square foot. Replace your old shower curtain with an attractive tub or shower door from Sterling. On sale in a number of styles and colors to beautify any bath. Starting as low as $37.84. Get quality and low prices at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's time to get out and play. Now get $1,000 cash back or 0.9% APR financing on Ford Ranger or 4.9% APR on F-Series. Improve your outside game in a tough Ford truck. So break out to your Northland Ford store for up to $1,500 cash back or financing as low as 0.9.
Back to live action, a look at the coaches. Rocori swings it right side. Rick Bertzel inside, pass for Mathry, picked off. Here comes Terrence Stokes behind the back. Oh, would that have been a play? He gets play of the day for me, and it didn't even work in the basket for Wingo. Oh. Hargrove on the reach. That is worth another look if we can find it. Oh, my. Look at the pass.
Somehow he came up with a loose ball down there. There's the behind the back that you saw. Wingo did a good job of controlling it and not traveling, but it just didn't go.
It remains 30-25. Highland Park has gone the first 3:04 without a point here in the third quarter. It's still 30-25. Rocori's been stuck on that for about a minute and a half. They got off to that nice run in the opening minute. Baseline drive. In and out by Jeff Dene. Basket just didn't want it.
Better job, though, that time by Rocori to work the ball around. Dene got the ball, took it hard to the baseline. Didn't make the shot, but now he gets to shoot a couple of free throws.
51 Dene will shoot 2.
Mentioned this earlier in the pregame show, but I think this might be Bob Brink's 900th game. He has only won 687 of them.
Pretty amazing. Huh?
No, it's unbelievable over those 38 years.
There's some, we're not sure if it's 682, 680. There's a little discrepancy, but he was saying that too in the pregame show. He knows he's getting close to 700 wins, which is he'll get that next year.
Yep. Isn't that something?
Yep. One free throw for Dene, and it's 30-26. Highland Park has come close, courtesy of some snazzy play and some just explosiveness by Stokes, but they have not put it in the basket yet in this quarter. Stokes dishes, Joseph Matthews. There it is, and the lead is 7.
Joseph Matthews seems like an emotional leader on this floor. put a little more arc on a shot on that one, and it worked out great.
Missing there was Van Neville. Bob Brinken told him, don't hesitate to shoot. There's Miley, can't run it down. He needed some of Stokes' wheels on that one.
Stokes led him just a little too much. Miley couldn't quite get it. Stokes could have put it a little more loft on it. I think Miley could have handled it. But that was a bullet, that pass.
33-26. Highland Park by 7. It only scored 3 points, but they've held Rocori to just 6. Van Neville, he got it. Bob Brink told him a couple minutes ago, shoot the ball, and he did.
He has not missed much at all tonight, and if you're feeling it, this is the time.
We will see Jeffrey Brown, the 6'9" junior, at the next dead ball for Highland Park. Stokes gets around, puts it up, no. Fight for the ball, and he goes to Thielen, up to Jason Crone. Chance to cut it to 3 now. Defense ruling this quarter for both teams. Nice fake, Bertzel, Jason Crone. Maybe he was too open. Dene, no. Fight for the ball, there comes Stokes. Up to Hargrove. The lob, oh my! Mark Wingo from Maurice Hargrove, how do you do?
That was something. Take a look here, led by Stokes. Up to Hargrove. Lob up to Wingo, and he puts it down.
And he's going to the line too, Janet. 3rd foul on Mason Thielen. Teamwork.
35-28.
Highland Park up 7 on the Menard scoreboard.
Mud holes.
Hands to their feet, John Wingo with a monster dunk. And it was unbelievable passing by his teammates that gave him that opportunity.
Mark Wingo converts a 3-point play. He took the pass from Maurice Hargrove. And you mentioned the teamwork. Terrence Stokes started that play when it looked like Rocori was going to put in an easy basket at the other end. And now it's back to 8, a 5-point swing here. Jeff Dene over to Steve Crone. He's open for 3. 6 for Steve Crone. He steals it for a second, back to Stokes. Gotta like the intensity in this one. They're into this game, no doubt about it. Matthews for 3. A rare miss from outside for him. Jason Crone looking inside. There's his brother Jason. Steve Crone back in the game, hit the 3 earlier. Mason Thielen pulls up. It's down to 3 now. Out of the timeouts, they respond well. Rocori fans now on their feet. Wingo in the post. Off the window. 9 for Mark Wingo. I would have liked to have seen Wingo play against Kenyon Wanamingo. Go inside now along the baseline. Van Neville guarded by 6'9" Jeffrey Brown. Right away to Jason Crone. He's in the baseline. Oh! It's heating up now.
I'm not sure how Jason Crone did it. There didn't seem to be much room down there, but he found his way on the baseline drive. Reverse layup in traffic.
He tiptoed through the tulips and he hit it. Down to a 3-point lead once again. We get a timeout called by Charles Portis. 38-35. Rocori has responded well since the dunk on the lob by Wingo. And the offense has picked up as well. How did Crone do this? Jason Crone, that is.
He's got size and strength, that helps, but using his body, they didn't cut off the baseline. And look at that, his head was literally almost touching the bottom of the net. I've always wanted to do that.
He's got 13.
But he made a nice job putting the ball up with spin against the glass. And here you see on the other end, Mark Wingo, nice follow through. That's not a place that many people use the glass, but I'm telling you, big people, the more glass they can use on those shots, and just know they're going to use the backboard, the more accurate they're going to be.
I actually thought he might get another three-point play opportunity because I thought he got hit on the arm on that shot. 38-35, 49.1 on the clock in the third quarter.
This is our third close state championship game today.
They're all evenly matched, and look at this crowd filing in. This place is starting to look like a Gopher crowd for attendance. It is nearly filled here at Williams Arena. I love the capital city, but I wish there was a way to keep it here. You can't beat this place for hoops. Stokes in a jam, gets it out to Maurice Hargrove, who set up a jam earlier. "15 seconds left. Look for the Scots to start the play at 10. Here we go. Hargrove to Stokes. He'll take it. Ball is blocked by Steve Crone. Can they get a shot off? Jason Crone better heave it. He's short. Highland Park keeps the lead, but it's gone from 10 at half to 3 after 3. It's 38-35. Buckle up for a great fourth quarter on the Menard scoreboard.
The event you've been waiting for is here. The biggest selection of award-winning minivans, from the lowest priced to the ultimate. Now for a limited time during the National Chrysler Plymouth Spring Sales Drive. Get big $1,000 cash allowances or our lowest APR 1.9 or our lowest lease rates on every award-winning minivan. The National Chrysler Plymouth Spring Sales Drive, for a limited time only. See your Chrysler Plymouth dealer today.
From tournaments past, this great clip brought to you by Great Clips for Hair.
Minnetonka hadn't visited the state tournament since 1965 when they won the title. 33 years later, in only their second tournament appearance, history repeated itself. Junior Shane Schilling poured in 26 points, setting the Skippers on a course for history. Minnetonka defeated Egan 65-57 for the 98 4A championship.
This great clip was brought to you by Great Clips for Hair.
I can't say enough about the great crowds here. Rocori has not even half the enrollment of Highland Park, but the Spartan fans are here in full force, making a lot of noise, and the Scots fans are on their feet in their section. Here we go. There's the scoring, how we got here. We got another close game, Janet, as you mentioned. 3 out of 3 so far. Baseline. Hargrove put it up. Might have been partially blocked. Foolish pass there. Joshua Watson picked it off. Another Rocori turnover.
Well, it's so tempting for Rocori to try to go for it sometimes, but I think they forget about the athleticism of some of these Highland Park players.
Wingo, tough shot. I think Van Neville made him change it.
Oh, definitely.
Just 3 team fouls here in the second half by both teams. It's had a nice flow to it. Wide open, Steve Crone. No. Missed everything, and now the Scots fans can chant air ball. Here comes Watson from Stokes.
Rocori fell asleep that time and did not cover back.
Another big 4-point swing there as the Spartans blew a chance to cut it down to 1, and now it's back up to 5. Steve Crone over to Mason Thielen. No, too long. Jason Crone posting up, trying to make room. Rebound, Wingo. Not much offense for Rocori tonight other than Jason Crone.
No, and this last time down, it seemed that some of those players a little trigger happy. They need to start working the ball and sharing the ball a little bit instead of trying to create everything for themselves on their own.
Terrence Stokes he get that one in the land of the Giants? That one went high off the rim, and he got the roll.
Well, it's like a highlight film when he plays. Nice drive to the left, 5'9". He does a lot of things well.
One of the things I've really noticed in this tournament is coming out of timeouts and end of quarter breaks, the swings back and forth. All of a sudden it can be an 8-point game here in less than 2 minutes. Well, he missed the free throw, but Miley is there. A big offensive rebound. It's 44-35. Rocori swings it inside. In the game, Joe Peters, number 45. Thielen from 3, no. You talked about a little trigger happy. They're not showing much patience, are they?
No, I think, and Thielen's a good shooter, but I think he forced that one a little bit. They need to just let the game come to them and not try to force these shots, because they're going to find themselves falling farther behind.
Well, just as Highland Park went a couple minutes to open the third without a point, that's how it's starting here for Rocori in the fourth. We've played close to 2.5 minutes. Highland Park up by 9 on the Oldsmobile scoreboard.
Championship game coming up right after this one. They will face Minnetonka Skippers and John Hedstrom. So he looks pretty calm right now.
Well, I'll never forget that image of him at the end of the win against Minneapolis North. What a moment that was. He was savoring it.
That was priceless.
And I got to also give some tribute to Robin Ingram. You know, you don't hear much about him. We heard a lot about Khalid El-Amin, deservedly so. But he's had his team in the semis or better 5 years in a row.
5 consecutive years.
That's just amazing when you lose a player of that. And also you had Jabbar Washington. You lose those players and he keeps it going.
He's a very humble man also, who's, I think, taught his teams great discipline. I'm just continually amazed at the teams he puts together.
Well, we've got a change of possession here. Jeff Dene is asking the Rocori fans to get on their feet. And they are going bonkers. The Mounds View fans, I don't know if they're trying to sit down now, but this place is standing room only on the lower level right now. Here's Mason Thielen, baseline. Goes out of bounds. Oh, Bob Brink wants that ball back. It stays 44-41, and the Charles Portis timeout stopped the Rocori momentum.
Just under 3.5 minutes to play.
Terrence Stokes. Now in the game, James Bradford, number 24. He came in at the timeout. What a time to come in for the first time. Hargrove to Wingo. They combine on the alley-oop, and that's as big a hoop as you're going to have right there. 46-41. Thielen, no. Crone, no. Rebound. Wingo, he's doing it at both ends right now. Mark Wingo. Driving, Hargrove. Nearly tipped in. Bradford, look at the hustle. It goes out of bounds. Rocori fans can't believe it. Well, obviously, both players thought it was off of the other. 2:35 left. Highland Park inbounds. They better play some D now because they're down 5. Team fouls. Rocori has 5. We still have some to give. Miley, no. Rebound, Steve Crone. Well, a basket here. Cuts it to 3. A 3 cuts it to 2.
Rocori's shot selection now, Jeff, is just really critical.
Crone for 3. No.
That's not it.
Yep, he didn't hear you because that was not an easy 3 either with Hargrove on him.
And again, he's a senior leader. He wants to be the one to bring it. carry everything through toward the end, but you still have to be smart about letting the game come to you. And there's a foul on the other senior, Van Neville.
Now it's 6 team fouls now, and that's his first of the game. So they still aren't shooting yet. We'll take a timeout. We'll see how Rocori responds. Highland Park responded well after the last one. Their 4th appearance overall. They're going for their first title, and they are in good shape right now. You see the timeouts, plenty left. Miley wasn't expecting it, but Terrence Stokes is there. He dishes. There's Wingo. He wants it. He takes it. He draws the foul. Well, it's the 7th team foul, but it was in the act of shooting anyway. I'm surprised he took that shot.
I am too. Fortunately for him, he was fouled. He did make his only other attempt at the line tonight.
Second foul on Jeff Donahue, and Bob Brink says, let's talk it over. We'll keep it right here. You know, the Crone brothers hit those 2 3-pointers earlier in the quarter to make it a 3-point game, I believe. Now it's up to 5. I thought it was a smart move by Charles Portis. He called the timeout, and since then kind of stopped that momentum that Rocori had. It looked like things might have been turning.
That's a good point. And these free throws, Jeff, they're up 5 right now. They can go up 7 with 1:32. That's looking pretty good for them.
Number 50, Wingo will shoot.
Well, only 2 teams to defeat Highland Park this year, St. Paul Central and the 2A champion, De La Salle. Rocori, they also only have 2 losses. Gets the first one. Mark Wingo has come up big tonight. 12 points. St. Cloud Apollo defeated Rocori. Gets them both. There's the lead you discussed, Janet, 48-41. Steve Crone from outside. Well, they need him now. They need him fast. Jason Crone, front of the rim. Thielen over Stokes. It would have counted had it gone. Wingo with the foul, his second. Mason Thielen goes to the line. I guess for Rocori, the best thing, the clock stops with 1:15 to go.
Well, Crone had a good look at the basket. Van Neville came out and set a screen for him, which he used nicely. It just was off the mark a little bit. The nice thing about having a 6'4" guard, though, is that they can rebound. Mason Thielen getting that offensive board.
It's the first one. Interesting about, I was discussing their schedules. De La Salle beat both of these teams. Each of these teams has only lost 2 games. Rocori lost to De La Salle and St. Cloud Apollo, and Highland Park lost to the Islanders and St. Paul Central. Thielen can bring it to 5. He does. Well, there's still time here, but they've gonna have to foul here.
Here's the pressure defense.
Terrence Stokes, good guy to have with the ball. There's Joseph Matthews. Wingo in a jam. And he gets called. He's going to get out of there by having a foul call on Rocori. And now it's 1-1 for Mark Wingo. 4th foul on Thielen. James Bradford checks into the game. Joseph Matthews to the bench. I would assume he's in there for ball handling. No, rebound to Thielen. 5-point game with a minute to go.
They've got to go.
Behind the back dribble, Jason Crone. What a play by Wingo. Wingo forced that turnover. Possession arrow to go the other way. Or it was last touched by Rocori. Either way. Watch number 50 in white get in the way.
And Hargrove stripped the ball. And there's the big guy diving on the floor for the ball. Thomas Miley.
I think Jason Crone was thinking he was going to have a clear drive to the basket, and then Hargrove deflected, and Wingo made him stop. Miley went for the jam, but Wingo is there. Mark Wingo with 15. Jason Crone went all the way. He'll score on the goaltend.
Charles Portis not happy with that. Event 5-point lead should be safe here if they can convert.
Stokes, and it counts! Terrence Stokes with a huge basket. Mason Thielen is just fouled out.
That's the fifth personal foul on number 13, Mason Thielen.
Wingo and Stokes, the difference tonight.
Well, Stokes has been incredible. It's one of those plays you're glad that they made it, because with the lead, they want to maintain control and possession, but he thought he could do it. Converted on the 2 and maybe 3. Mason Thielen shot just wasn't falling tonight.
Terrence Stokes, no. He's got 14, Wingo with 15. There's a steal. Maurice Hargrove for the exclamation. Great Scots. Jason Crone doing everything he can. He's got 21 on the 3, but Highland Park can taste it.
Maurice Hargrove, telling you, he's turning some heads tonight. 6'3" sophomore having a whale of a ball game.
He made the big strip of the ball. He and Wingo teaming up on that play. 54-48. There's the tough shot. Oh, this is, I'm sorry, another look at the jam right into your living room. Well, he fed Wingo for 1, and he just sent it home with 5.8 seconds. I think Charles Portis is in pretty good shape, although he won't smile quite yet.
They've had an outstanding season.
Well, when people think of St. Paul City Conference basketball, I think they think of Cretin. Of course, they've got a fine tradition, but this year, the Highland Park Scots have put themselves on the map in the tournament for the first time since 1977. There's Thomas Miley, the final seconds. Oh, he did it again!
Oh, wow.
St. Paul Highland Park wins the 3A championship. Another fantastic game.
It was. I mean, it was close most of the way, and just at the end, you see Charles Portis there. He and the Scots pulled away.
56-48. The Scots defeat Rocori, number 3 against number 4. Mark Wingo on the lob. I think he's beside himself right now. What a steady performer he was. There he is. Tears of joy, I'm sure. Charles Portis, there's a smile from the coach, defeating Bob Brink's team. It was anybody's game in the last couple of minutes. Highland Park
And all the Highland Park players rallied around the big guy there, Mark Wingo, in the middle.
We're getting ready for the awards presentation. We'll have the all-tournament team from U.S. Bank. The second place medals to Rocori, capping off a great year for the Spartans. And then we'll get the first place awards to Highland Park. The Scots win their first state title. Joshua Watson proclaiming them #1 in 3A. What a nice way to end it for Highland Park. I thought Thomas Miley was throwing it out of bounds, and then it turned into another lob to Mark Wingo.
Well, this is a nice pass from the big guy on the run, leading Wingo up, one hand off the glass. I saw someone's flash. They got the picture at the right time.
Great way to end it. Here's Bob Reed with the awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, the awards ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, the awards ceremony this evening will be conducted by 5 members of the Board of Directors of the Minnesota State High School League. They are Gail Bacon of Rockford, Pete Olson of Becker, Steve Schultz of Eden Prairie, Ken Vandenboom of Caledonia, and Dwight Lundeen of Becker. At this time, we will present the 10-member U.S. Bank All-Tournament team, chosen by the sports writers and sportscasters covering the tournament. These students have distinguished themselves by their athletic excellence, leadership, team commitment, and exceptional sportsmanship. Presenting the trophies for the U.S. Bank All-Tournament team at center court is Kevin Zink, U.S. Bank of White Bear Lake. And now the 1999 Class 3A Boys Basketball All-Tournament team. Forward, Ryan Bergstrom of North St. Paul. Guard, Josh Clem of North St. Paul. Guard, Mason Thielen of Rocori. Center, Mike Van Neville of Rocori. Guard and forward, Jason Crone of Rocori. Guard and forward, Maurice Hargrove of St. Paul Highland Park. Center, Thomas Miley of Highland Park. Guard, Terrence Stokes of Highland Park. The last 2 members are not present. They are forward Dusty Decker of Monticello and forward Sean McGuire of Monticello. U.S. Bank and the Minnesota State High School League congratulate all members of the Class 3A All-Tournament team for boys basketball. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to announce the winners of the Sportsmanship Awards. The Minnesota State High School League, with the support of U.S. Bank, is pleased to sponsor a Sportsmanship Award for its member schools. The award recognizes and rewards school communities that display good sportsmanship while competing in a state championship tournament. The sportsmanship banners will also be presented by Kevin Zink of U.S. Bank White Bear Lake. And now will the cheerleaders from Rocori please come forward to accept a sportsmanship banner on behalf of their school and community. And will the cheerleaders from Highland Park come forward to receive their sportsmanship banner on behalf of their school and community. Congratulations to both schools. That means so far today, each of the 6 teams has won a Sportsmanship Award. And now silver medals will be presented to the worthy runners-up from Rocori of Cold Spring. Tony Busing, Kyle Peterson, Ryan Mathry, Scott Stummis, Mason Thielen, Jake Stang, Steve Crone, Nathan Larison, Rick Bertzel, Paul Schreiner, Neil Thomas, Joe Peters, Jeff Donay, Mike Van Neville, Jason Crone, student manager Christine Aulis, and student manager Robin Gresser. And now will the captain or captains of Rocori please come forward to receive your Class 3A second place trophy. Congratulations to assistant coach Matt Hibbison and the head Rocori coach Bob Brink and the entire Rocori official party. Reminder, the Rocori welcome home will be tomorrow, 2 o'clock at the high school. And Highland Park, yours is immediately after this game at the high school auditorium. And now gold medals will be presented to the 1999 Minnesota State High School Class 3A basketball champions from Highland Park. Maurice Hargrove, Robin Jackson has already been out. We move to Marcus Rogers. Joshua Watson. Terrence Stokes. James Bradford. Courtney Bivens. Daniel Lee. Tony Burns. Aaron Howard. Joseph Matthews. Jeffrey Brown. Jamal Diaz Cruz. Mark Wingo. Thomas Miley. Student manager Jason Eckerman. And student manager Kovatek McPipe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, will the captain or captains of Highland Park come forward to receive your state championship trophy. Congratulations to the Scots assistant coach Fernando Horton and head Highland Park coach Charles Portis and the entire Highland Park official party.
Congratulations to the great Scots from Highland Park. You know, they just had the all-tournament team. Mark Wingo, I think, thought he was going to be on it, and he should have been. He didn't get on the all-tournament team, but I think everyone knows he was an all-tournament performer. He was one of the differences down the stretch.
That's true, and I think they do try to spread it around. That all-tournament team is voted on by the members of the media here on Press Row. We have a ballot of all the players that have been in the tournament, and it doesn't always reflect our opinions, but it is a nice way to recognize individual efforts, though.
Yeah, and the Scots win at 56-48. They pull away at the end over a good Rocori team. And speaking of Mark Wingo, he is with Mr. Skoogman. Andrew.
Jeff, thank you very much. St. Paul not to the state tournament since 1977. Just tell me, this has got to be a great feeling. You're a state champion.
Man, this is my last year here. I'm just proud of everybody, man. I don't know what to say.
Are you enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it, but my voice is gone, so I really can't, you know, do it verbally.
Well, let me ask you. We have your last alley-oop, 2 of your final points queued up. Talk about this play.
Well, I didn't think Mo was going to throw it, but I seen it, and I couldn't miss that opportunity right there. That's something I always want to do in the state tournament. So.
Mark, let me ask you, when we talk about city schools, Minneapolis gets most of the pub with North and Washburn and Henry. St. Paul, are you guys building a tradition over there, proving that there are some great schools in St. Paul as well?
Oh, yeah, especially at Highland Park. We got a lot of young players coming in, and because we was all at Johnson High School, then Terrence Stokes, he had went to Mississippi. So he's my first cousin, and I said, since he's leaving, I'm going to Highland. Then all of a sudden, he came back, and he came to Highland. So we just started all over and all came to Highland. We got Mo Hargrove coming to Highland, and he just brought all his friends. So.
Congratulations on being a state champion. Enjoy it. It's a great way to end your high school career.
Thank you.
All right, Mark Wingo, 17 points. St. Paul Highland Park, the champions in Class 3A. Jeff and Jana with the Chevrolet play and player of the game when we come.
And Moundsview have begun to warm up, and the house is rocking, as they say.
Yes, the seats are filling up. There's a little bit of a changeover going on behind us, but the kids are out in these communities, and I think very excited. People from Minnetonka, well prepared with all these individually assigned T-shirts and everything. But Moundsview, it's been a while since they've been here, so this is all new stuff for them.
Before we talk 4A, though, let's take care of some business in the 3A championship. Our Chevrolet dealers play of the game.
Terrence Stokes, beautiful up-court pass on one of their many breaks. Maurice Hargrove lob over to Mark Wingo, thank you.
Maurice Hargrove the assist, Mark Wingo the jam. That's your Chevrolet dealers play of the game, and you can make a case for Mark Wingo.